He's the challenger, and he's the former WBC International Light Heavyweight Champion, Sullivan Barrera. The reigning and defending, undefeated, Dmitry Bivol.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Good luck. Touch him up.
Test Bivol and find out what Bivol is really all about.
Of course, the famed La Finca in Cuba makes a lot of sense. The only difference being Bivol is dangerous. Max, as we get ready for the end of round one.
Doesn't mean there aren't things your opponent can do with timing and using his experience after he gets out of that first round danger zone where he's been dropped twice.
And better than any opponent Bivol has seen.
Meaning like Barrera has some George Foreman type punches. When he hits you, your whole body joke.
And that may play in his favor. Barrera lived on La Finca for several years. In both of his last two fights, Roy Jones, against Felix Valera.
Something I sense that Barrera may have the heavier hands usually than he is the first round as well. So I can understand why he wants to avoid that early contact.
Sergey Kovalev is considerably more prominent on a global level than is Adonis Stevenson. Faced Beterbiev and beat him 3 of the 4. That had to be about Styles, who is throwing and landing combinations.
You've made the point often, Jim. What separates the most underrated skills in boxing, Vasily Lomachenko right now, I think, is the best example.
There's just a little seepage of blood at this moment, but by and large,
Sullivan's attack, and that was some really good stuff for an up-and-coming prospect or up-and-coming light heavyweight.
And lands with more pop, so in exchanges, he's extremely dangerous as Barrera tries to ward him off. When it looks like the exchange is over, Barrera gives him something to think about on the way out. The next day, Roy, he wakes up and knows he was in a real fight.
No, they've all been walkovers by and large. Has the potential to emerge as a sort of light heavyweight Gennady Golovkin.
Bad news for the light heavyweight division because Bivol has had to, taste his own blood.
That's what makes him fun to watch.
May hasten his demise, but at least gives him a chance to win.
And that's what the body shot would do if he could do that.
Bivol should not be incurring a loss because the cut is not the product of a punch. By the way, after all these years, Adonis Stevenson, a guy who has been more or less hiding in Montreal, spectacular amateur career for Bivol, 28 wins and 15 losses. And now the cut man in Bivol's corner is Dmitry Lushnikov, and he goes to work.
Anyone can be cut from a clash of heads like that.
Right.
And son, I love the kind of punching I'm seeing from Bivol. Bivol throws a good one here and there, but their punches for the most part are about even now.
He lands his left hook.
What I like about Bivol, besides the feet that I talked about earlier, is his explosiveness too. He bounces back with his feet first, then he comes back and attacks with counter punches. That's the most impressive.
And a butt that Barrera got the worst of. Barrera has a title belt.
That left jab is something else. He's got a very good left jab. He throws a lot of good combinations.
From Beterbiev or the other big punchers in this division.
I'll tell you what.
At Bivol, facing a certain kind of adversity, fighting against a better fighter than he's been in with before, and trying to take over the fight. Their heads come together again, and this time it's Barrera.
To play defense with his legs and get distance with his legs.
But both guys are thinking high offense. When you get two guys thinking high offense like that, the heads will come together.
Blood flowing again from the cut outside the right eye.
Comparing Bivol to Kovalev, who we'll see in the main event tonight, and who we're very familiar with throughout his title reign.
He's going all head. If he went to the body some, he could make a difference in this fight, but he would have had Bivol at this point early in the fight.
Bivol, in my view,
Barrera's conceded nothing here, even psychologically.
He lands both shots. He lands the left jab. He lands the straight.
He lands another left hook that wobbles Barrera. Just outside his right eye. That Bivol, with his much faster hands, could counter him upstairs.
He's running that wrist anyway. See that? He's running that wrist anyway.
Yeah, no one's scared in there.
No.
Staying in there, sturdy, handling big punches when he needs.
Lost a lot of steam on his punches right now, too, it seems, Max.
Yeah.
On some of them, not all of them.
Barrera kind of stumbling in.
All power, head, shoulders, everything is coming forward.
Well, if we're looking for weaknesses in Bivol, it's possible he cuts wouldn't have landed with much.
And he does.
Compelling point. Let's see if Barrera will think of it. Bivol is averaging 9 landed jabs per round. The division average is under 5 landed. Bivol still quicker.
Yeah, he's quicker.
Or maybe Bivol is sensing that Bivol sometimes waits a little bit too long in the pocket after he throws the combinations.
This has been a really good fight, but you feel like the whole time that Barrera is just one clean, he throws it quick and it's over with. Like that. He said, boom, 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 and it's over with. No wasted time. Bivol also keeps his hands up very high, and he has quick hands, sitting ducks or steal targets. When you fight a guy like Bivol who can move, who uses his feet to gauge his distance very well.
But the one who appears to be holding his game together coherently. Now Bivol lands the straight right again in his last several fights.
I like that, Jim. We wanted questions answered about Bivol already.
Despite the fact that the money was less.
Guys, did anyone see what caused that cut?
A lot of offense here in this round. Already, in round 3, Bivol has tripled Barrera in terms of the number of punches landed in the fight.
Counter him. Everything is good. You're doing very good.
Landing 6 punches per round. In his last 5 fights, he was averaging 16 punches.
Good body shot.
And now a sense of urgency may emerge for Bivol as blood might have been on the belt line. And then a stiff jab up the middle, and there's another stiff jab up the middle.
6 or 7. He went from boxer puncher who might knock you out with any shot.
Like that right hand right there.
Roy, why is this clash of heads continuing to happen? 2 orthodox fighters.
And right now we're looking at how bad does Barrera want it. Because if he wants it bad enough, none of those guys were nearly as quick-footed nor quick-handed as this guy Bivol is, Jim.
The kind of developmental fight and the kind of fight where we are getting some answers from Bivol.
Look at Jim, I got it 6-0, 60-54 Dmitry Bivol.
These kind of fights are important no matter how good a prospect looks. Bringing his own skills into the ring, and Bivol is remaining a responsible boxer puncher.
Against Evander Holyfield.
He doesn't look like a hammerhead shark yet.
Right.
He's gotten 3 pretty vicious headbutts already.
Faster, seemingly better fighter may change that equation. Bivol, again,
The last headbutt, it looked to me like Barrera was leading with his head a little bit, like he thought maybe.
and now he comes back with a hard right hand of his own. Throws it again, throws it again. Just don't see many 175-pound fighters who can put punches. If we thought Bivol might have been slowing down a little bit in the last round, I want to beg to differ.
Water. Give him some water.
Against Sullivan Barrera, seems to have been completely taken away.
Well, speed neutralizes things like that and still has stuff, but
I started to say the right hand was pretty good. Now there, Barrera throws his right hand, add an extra layer of confidence.
yeah, that adds an extra layer of confidence because now you know if that
Bivol looking over Barrera's shoulder at the big screen monitor in the corner of the room. You know, he may at sometimes be within your punching range, but he's not in a position where you can hit him.
He is being tested physically in a way.
And all that means
Meaning that he responds to.
good jab by Bivol.
By the way, even if you're thinking, well, yeah, but Barrera's done his damage with his head.
still going forward, trying to get into position.
But there's, you know, and by the way, he's winning every round, Bivol, and he's comfortably ahead, obvious, round with a right hook upstairs.
Right now, as you see, in round 6, 7, and 8, he slowed just a little. That was a good try for a good right hand to the
Hard
body.
right hand to the body by Dmitry Bivol.
You know he's confident.
In a big fight that you can handle that. That's not something that you've never seen before. So
As he appears to try to get just a little breather.
when Bivol can hold himself composed and together, he is a very compact.
The left and the right hand in the first few rounds that no other opponent he's faced would have stayed in for those 3 rounds.
Listen. You've got to work. You got to be first.
You see the ice being applied over the left eye, the area that Max Kellerman identified. Bivol is 184 out of 593 to Barrera 57 out of 4.
Oh, good shot.
right hand shot by Bivol.
And this fight is giving us some answers. There's still room for improvement, but
Good body shot. Purpose, I just think that's kind of who Barrera is. And we'll see how he punches right there.
Occasionally knocking Barrera back. There's another right hand for Bivol. Now this time Barrera gets the right hand through to the body. The last round that said that Bivol had landed 55 jabs. A couple of good moments for Barrera
Good
there.
body shot.
he would have been more impressive to many.
But just somewhat, maybe he's a little fatigued right now.
Slowed his own pace just a little bit here and isn't initiating contact. How would he construct a knockout? This guy is durable and tough.
No, I don't think it was, Jim, because he still was at times when he saw, well, when you won every round, Jim, it can't feel too bad either, though.
The idea that maybe Bivol should throw more to the body. 8th round only a few times.
I think, Roy, you're right about staying as sharp. He's boxing well.
Precise as he was in rounds 1 through 6.
Begins to look a little bit like a golf ball. Yes, it's not quite Hasim Rahman.
Yes, exactly. You win the fight very big with headshots. Why change it?
Language suggested that the fighter who got the worst of that headbutt, very focused on becoming a professional star in the United States.
Dedicate these next few rounds to the body, then try to come up and land something big over the top.
It's a pretty good jab. How big a problem is it that Bivol's physical qualities, the speed, the quickness, the punching power, he presents modestly, Max, but at the end of the day, you walk out of the room and there's no question what he thinks.
So you got to learn how to take that same precision and sharpness with you. Very discouraging for Barrera because he can't land a punch harder.
Went the 12-round distance. So Barrera is the proven commodity over the course of.
And then the feet got him out of position to be countered.
Left hook lands for Bivol.
Oh, headbutt again. That's why I said that right now he can tell us how bad he really wants it because he still can win it if he wants.
Body shot by Bivol.
Yes.
Perfectly timed. Right in the belly.
Pressure and let your hands go. 3 minutes. 3 minutes I need.
Надо больше прихватывать. Сейчас чуть-чуть отдал инициативу.
Very good, very good.
A couple of words of advice. Sullivan Barrera. They touch gloves before round 12. One of them a little bit younger, quicker, and more vibrant in there tonight. And how well-trained they all are as amateurs. Do you folks in Russia?
And you know for how many years you turn on Olympic boxing or amateur boxing? Kovalev, Bivol, Barrera, Beterbiev, Cubans, and Eastern European.
And I asked Bivol in the meeting, I said, you know, we always talk here in the United States.
So it tells you if you want to see more American champions, we have to get our amateur. Oh!
Down goes Barrera, and you can see Bivol thinking to himself, I still have a shot at a knockout. Barrera get up. Is Harvey not going to let him continue? No. It's a stoppage, and Bivol gets the TKO in round number 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Madison Square Garden, 141 of round 12. The end comes with a TKO victory for the winner and still undefeated, Dmitry Bivol.
First knockout loss of Barrera's career.